Namaskar. Good evening, I'm Shivani Wazir Pasreech and I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of the Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust to the Kunwar Viyogi Utsav. Today is the fifth Utsav. The first four were held in Jammu in the city of temple bells live, and people thronged to see what was it that Poonam Jamwal was putting together. What was it that Nisha was supporting? What was it that Kunwar Viyogi had left behind as a heritage? He was a man in service of the nation, but at a very young age he discovered he had a talent, or rather a passion for writing. And that passion culminated in his first book, for which he got the Sahitya Academy Award when he was as young as 38 years old. Ghar is epic, and his works are part of the MA in Dogri program in Jammu University. So what started out as a way to give direction to our heritage of Dogri, where is it going? Can we help it reach somewhere? And for that, this trust was set up and started out with giving scholarships to young people, to students in colleges and schools to achieve excellence in this field. Slowly, an app was set up so that more people could have access to Dogri and could enhance their knowledge as well as their heritage. And then before long, culture is the one language that reaches out and speaks to all. So before long, compositions were made of Dogri songs, and these were shared on various platforms. It wasn't long before the Kunwar Viyogi Utsav began, and this is the first Utsav in our country, the first Utsav of India to go live like this online. We have 7 days of fantastic programming, but what begins with a good energy is what sustains through not just 7 days, but a lifetime. And that's what our heritage is about. It's about a lifetime of people contributing, of a culture evolving, and we cannot afford for it to just disappear. I'm going to invite Srimati Alka Raghuvanshi ji, who is probably the most qualified curator in the country, and I'll tell you more about that. I'll ask her to unveil the virtual art gallery. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, the logo of ALPVIRAM the Pause. Alka ji is so creative. One has had the opportunity to interact with her through her works and through her persona. And really, there are no limits to your creativity. And it's always so wonderful to have your presence. And I welcome you as the chief guest of this event to formally launch the curtain raiser.
Thank you, Shivani. Namaskar, everybody. It's wonderful to be here, and I'm so delighted to see the works. They're really, really beautiful. And I think it's a great step forward to do something so special for such a special person who was a very, very creative man. His works, in fact, I must tell you, Shivani, I was recently virtually on a friend's 60th birthday celebrations, and his students had put together a beautiful program singing his Bandish compositions. And for the first time in my life, I understood what, when people say, when you bless somebody and say, Jio Hazaron Sal. So I understood for the first time in my life what Jio Hazaron Sal meant, which it means that you stay and live on for 1,000 years. And actually, you don't physically. How can anybody live on for 1,000 years physically? It's the work, it's the contribution that you make that abides and stands the test of time. And I think in Yogi's case also, he abides, his spirit abides, and his spirit abides in all the people who've known him, who've read him, and come in contact with him, his works. And it's so wonderful that the Jammu was home to him, and he made such important contributions to literature in Dogri. And and actually I'm very, very surprised, really surprised, because I think it's such a professionally put together exhibition. I haven't seen in on the virtual space like this in a long time. And I'm really, really happy to be here, and then I'm happy to inaugurate the festival, the Utsav, because as you rightly said, It's something which will make Jammu proud. It'll make the Dogras proud. It'll make, plus its outreach will actually extend beyond Jammu into the international arena, and be enthused and be growing with all the love, all the enthusiasm that comes with it. Thank you so much for having me, and I wish that Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust all the very best. And Nidhi, I'm so happy to be here, and I congratulate you for taking this very important and really important and full of love step forward.
Thank you so much, Alka ji. You can't imagine what it means to have you unveil the logo and to have you launch the website. Because with someone as talented, dedicated, and knowledgeable as you, there is really no better set of eyes that could set this in the correct context. So thank you for those wonderful words.
I think it's a step forward because people may not spend lots and lots of money in lakhs to buy works virtually, because everybody wants to touch and feel and see the works. But I do think that affordable art has a lot of space to grow in the segment, because now, especially in COVIDian times, as you rightly say, people are not willing to step out into any kind of space if they can avoid it. So definitely this is a huge step forward, and the outreach will be tremendous. I've been saying this for years, that the outreach, the net has to be the methodology, the method, the vehicle of taking art to much broader frontiers, to touch the lives of so many people who are not actually physically be able to see the works. So it's great,
Yes.
and I'm really happy that you've taken the step forward.